Now let's take a look at the different types of antennas. The things that are causing this really frustrating view of charts and beam width. Hopefully it's not too frustrating. But it is certainly something we need to know, as I said before, when we're doing our site surveys and trying to decide where to put the coverage and the types of antennas we might want. So there are three main categories of an antenna. The omnidirectional, which most of you have as a home type of wireless device, is radiating in a way that if you turned on a light bulb in the house, that your light bulb is going to radiate light out in every direction. And that's easy, right, for a home user to put in their house. The problem is that it's going to cover areas like your neighbor's house, you know, and if they try to, you know, use your cable internet, you might not be happy with that. But it's designed just to give you general coverage in all directions. Now, in an office environment, I might say to myself, omnidirectional doesn't sound good because I'm going to be giving Wi-Fi access potentially to people in their cars in the parking lot or people walking by. You know, there was a time, I don't think it's as popular now as it used to be, where people would do what's called war driving or war walking. War driving were people driving down roads in, you know, usually big cities, looking for a signal and looking to see how it was encrypted, if it was encrypted at all, what the name of the SSID was, and they would draw maps so people could go into a city, like one of the more famous ones they did was Las Vegas, to go into that city and say, hey, you know, if you park over here, you can use the internet for free because they're not doing anything to secure it and it's open and, you know, blah, blah, blah. That is sometimes inconvenient. So that brings us to the next type of antenna, which is the semi-directional. There it's going to radiate the RF in a fashion that's similar to like a street lamp. You know what I mean by street lamp? In many subdivisions or out on the freeway, you've got these big poles that then stick out at a right angle with a light that's shining straight down. And the purpose there is to cover the road, so it's not omnidirectional, but it's not very confined, right? It's trying to light up the road so you can see where you're driving rather than just using your headlights alone. And then highly directional is going to radiate that RF in a fashion that would be a lot like a spotlight. Maybe you've seen when there's like a brand new sale or a grand opening of a store, sometimes they put these big spotlights out there and you can see that beam going back and forth to hope that it'll help you drive in that way. I guess they think we're moths and we're going to go drive to the lights. But it's more like that, or sometimes we use that to light up a flag or a sign. Those are highly directional. They would not be good for driving down the freeway and trying to see where I'm going because they would only show me a small, maybe section of a lane rather than the whole area.